Big Z Reviews. Suspiria is a new fantasy horror film from director Luca Guadagnino, and this is a remake or reimagining of Dario Argento's previous movie, also titled Suspiria, but it is very different. So I almost want to call it a remake or anything. I think it's more of like taking inspiration from the story and redoing it completely different.
The way she transmits her work.
You have to decide, what is it you want to be for this company?
There's more in that building than what you can see, Doctor.
You are living with dangerous people.
So if you haven't seen the original Suspiria, I do have a review for it that I'll link in the description. But it is about this dance school in Germany, and that this American that goes there, and there's stuff going on there because the dance school was run by witches. And the actual movie is pretty short, like only an hour and 20, maybe a little bit less than that, but like it is a gorgeous film, and there's like the colors are amazing in the film, and it is a really entertaining, really interesting movie. And this one, but one of the biggest like letdown of that movie is that they didn't really explain anything, or they had a lot of interesting ideas, but they didn't really do anything with it. And this one takes that basic idea of an American coming to Germany to a famous dance school it turns out to be run by witches. But you get a lot more about the witches, like a lot more. And you get like a lot more of everything, a lot more dancing too. Like the dancing is excellent in this. And in the first one there was hardly any dancing, but there's a lot of dancing. And it's like, I think the other one is kind of more ballet. This is more like modern dance. And it's beautiful, and all the dancers, all the actresses do really well with it. And it is when the horror stuff comes in, the body horror and other stuff going on, it is really well filmed and brutal and horrifying. Like in some of the scenes, they must have had like the dancer stuff was happening to her must have been like a contortionist, but it feels like a lot of it was done in camera, and is crazy. And this is like I was really looking forward to seeing this in the big screen, but unfortunately it didn't come anywhere near me. But now it finally came out on streaming, and so I was able to watch it, and it is a gorgeous film. So this film mainly stars Dakota Johnson. There's also Tilda Swinton as like 3 different characters, and Mia Goth as a friend to Dakota. And there's this whole mythology to this movie. And the previous D'Argento's movies, where there are these 3 mothers, they're supposed to be like these 3 witches that are like they've lived forever, and like before modern ages, and they are super powerful. And that this one of the mothers is the mother of like the gasp, or the mother of sighs, as Mother Suspirium. And that the head witch of this coven that runs this dance school she says she's Mother Suspiria. And that Tilda Swinton is kind of like, there's this kind of power struggle between like between her and Madame Blanc, and the person that says that she's Mother Suspiria. And there's most of the other witches are with the one that says Mother Suspiria, and that Mother Suspiria, she's looking for a new body, a new host, to put herself into. And the other ones have, like at the beginning of the movie, something goes wrong with them, and now when Dakota Johnson comes in, they're like, ooh, I like her. And there are just so many really interesting moments with Dakota Johnson and Tilda Swinton, where they're like trying to giving her powers, they're like seeing if she's ready, and they're doing weird things. And this filmed gorgeously. I love how they play with different colors, with light and colors, and and nightmares and different things that they play with. Like, it's really a gorgeous film. And I don't want to spoil anything. I think what they do, there's like a climatic scene towards the end, which is just craziness, and it's awesome. But I mean, it definitely, there's, when stuff happens, they can be really brutal. Like, so I mean, it's not, if you're squeamish at all, there's some stuff you may not like about this movie. But I would highly recommend it now that it's much more widely available. Like, it is a gorgeous film. That's too bad it really didn't get acknowledged at all for any sort of awards or anything. But I would highly recommend it. I'd probably give like a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.25 out of 10. It is a really amazing kind of artistic horror film that is very different. I would highly recommend it. But thanks for watching. You can check out the video playlist from my head and subscribe to that Z over there. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.